What's up, guys? Welcome to Talk Rice to Me. I am Jay.
I am Jesse.
And I'm Dara.
Guys, you guys like beef?
Yes.
You guys like beef?
I love the tea.
What's your favorite kind of beef?
Filet mignon.
Filet mignon?
Roast beef.
You like that roast beef? What
You
about
you like that roast beef, huh?
you like that
Yeah.
roast beef, huh? You like that Wagyu roast beef, huh?
What about you? What do you like?
I'm a filet kind of guy as well. You know, sometimes I like some kind of maybe beef rib, but you know, other kind of beef.
Star likes the Chinese beef.
You know what other kind of beef has been going around raging is this Kendrick and Drake beef. Oh Lord, for 1 whole month.
Has it been a month
I feel like
already?
it's been longer.
It's been more than a month.
It's been since like Ultra.
It's been March 22nd. I got the dates.
yeah.
I got the receipts. But they're saying that it started even earlier. Do you know from when?
Didn't Drake slide him first?
So this is what happened. Well, they've been I guess they've been sneak dissing each other for a while or some stuff. But it became even more prevalent because first person shooter came out.
Oh yeah, that's a direct call out.
Yeah, and then J. Cole makes it sound like, yeah, you know, it's the big three, right? But Drake says, who the GOAT? Who the GOAT? And he says, it's just you and Cole. He does not include Kendrick.
Wait, Drake said that he's the GOAT. Him and J. Cole.
There's a
the
part
GOAT.
in the song where he says, go ahead, say it then. Who the GOAT? Who the GOAT? And then he says, it's just you and Cole.
Yeah, but so he's claiming.
It's just him and Cole.
Yeah, so so basically you're saying that Drake is claiming that it's only him and Cole.
Yes.
the
Correct.
Okay.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
But J. Cole doesn't. J. Cole's like, yeah, it's me, Kendrick and Drake. And then he also says, I feel like Muhammad Ali, like, you know, I feel like the greatest of all time. But anyways, but that's what triggered it. And then Metro Boomin, the Nick Fury of hip hop right now,
The Nick Fury.
assembling the
Yeah.
Avengers. He dropped like that. And Kendrick said some strong things. One, he said there's a lot of goofies with a check. Who got them checks? Who got them checks over stripes?
Drake.
Yep. And they say he do be acting goofy sometimes. I don't be saying that, but they do be saying that. And then he says, mother F the big three. It's just big me. How y'all feel about that?
I'm not gonna lie, I'm not really a rap fan. I'm just a spectator, but I do follow the beef. But I will say that honestly, I feel when it comes to rap, it's just Drake.
It's just Drake. Okay.
Like I said, I'm not a huge rap guy. I don't listen to a lot of rap. I am aware of the rap people, but I think in general right now it's hard to argue that that Drake is not at the has the what's the term I'm looking for, the rapping throne right now.
He's the crown.
The crown. I think that he sits on the throne right now as the rap king.
All right, for some context, I'm like Jesse. I'm not a hardcore rap fan or anything like that. But I agree with his point that Drake is at the top. And then I feel like these rappers or these other people are coming at him to stay relevant. I mean, he got the #1 streamed diss track, Kendrick to Drake, I mean. So everyone wants a piece of the pie.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like where you're going with that. I do think I think that's all the speculation. They say that the reason why they're causing this beef is basically like, if you're going after the king, you're gonna get like that pub. You're gonna get that like exposure. Like, oh, he's going after Drake.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, but we got to see what he's got to say when he's going after Drake.
It's also somewhat suspicious because Kendrick is dropping an album supposedly soon.
He's like, dude, Kendrick might as well drop a whole album of diss tracks.
Yeah, they said he's gonna.
He basically did.
He's supposed to drop an album soon.
Oh.
And then, I mean, you have a good point because they're like, you know, any press is good press,
Yeah.
even if it's bad press. So I think they just don't give a care. They don't give a damn.
I feel that people that are non-rap enthusiasts like Drake, and I think that people who like rap like Drake.
Yeah.
So he's like the most like universal type of, like, I guess, for people who are rap enthusiasts and non-rap enthusiasts like Drake. Like, I'm not a rap enthusiast, but I would say Drake's is probably one of my favorite rappers.
Yeah.
It's just catchy.
Yeah. I will get to that later. I will get to that later.
Yeah.
And I will, because Kendrick also addresses that later on.
I know where you're getting with this. I saw that
I'm just saying. I mean,
we'll
he
save that for
he
later.
said this, and I was like, I do agree with that. Even though it's true, and he uses it as a weapon, but it's true. But I'm gonna go over some of the other lyrics in this song.
Wait. Before we continue, since you said big three, I have a question. So Kendrick says that. So I guess that the big three alluded to is Kendrick, Drake, and J. Cole, right?
Yeah.
Like you said. In y'all's opinion, who do y'all think the big three is? I mean, like, I guess let's not say overall, but
And
let's
just
say
purely rap.
just in your opinion, who do you think is the big three?
You want to go first?
This is just specifically to
It's
you.
just like not all time, like currently
just
right
to
now.
you, just to you, like right now. We could do all time, or we
No,
could do
they mean like big three right now.
yeah, like right
Okay,
now.
let's do it right now.
I can say that. This is not saying like the best rapper, but I'm just saying like the best hip hop artist commercially. It's probably Drake, Future, and dang, the third one is a little tough. I wouldn't say maybe Travis Scott.
Okay,
Just commercial. I'm saying commercial success. I'm not talking about
Lyrically,
lyricism.
yeah.
If it's lyricism, I'm throwing.
That's
Travis
Kendrick
Scott
all the
out.
way.
no, but I'm just saying that who are you? Who is your big three?
There's a difference because you.
Like when you listen to rap, who's your three? Who's your top three? Your king, your big three. Doesn't have to be lyrics, whatever. Just
Yeah,
who's
those
your-
three. Those three are those are the people I listen
Okay.
to.
I don't know if it counts, but because Lil Uzi's kind of poppy. But I like Lil Uzi, the
Okay.
baby, and then I think Kendrick just because of his lyrics.
So those are your big three right now.
For rapping like alone.
Oh, I'm talking about just your big three.
For my big three and rapping alone.
Oh, rapping just lyrics.
Yeah.
Just lyrics.
The baby's underrated. I like him.
I don't even listen to lyrics. I listen to songs most of the time, and then like I was like, well, I don't even know what they said. just like, I
listens
just
to
vibe.
flow.
I just vibe with the beat. My big three is Drake, Travis Scott. I think those are the big two right now, and then the third one is like, I think
21.
21.
I'm not talking about my big three, but in like
Oh, okay.
from my perspective, who are the big three right now?
Oh, okay. I see what you're
Right?
saying.
Like right now, from my perspective, who are the big three is Drake. And then I think number two, I think Drake's number one. Then number two is Travis Scott. And then number three, I would say is,
It's probably Future, like Jay said.
yeah, I want to say Future, but I feel like there's somebody out there who's like really big that I'm like leaving out right now.
I'm always saying that because over the last like 10 years, this man Future just be dropping album after album after
Yeah.
album. And there's no one else that really does that. Like,
He's underappreciated.
yeah, maybe like Kanye, but his albums are like really good or like not good.
Kanye's just like a cult though. That's like
Yeah, I think he's just so out there that people follow him. Versus Future is, yeah, maybe he doesn't drop number one songs all the time, but his albums are there's always like a couple good songs on there. You're like, dang, this song's like a hit.
I'm not gonna lie. I feel that like when it comes, if you are not a rap enthusiast and you're just a fan of just music, I feel like you're the people are the most pop are the ones who have the most club bangers.
Yes.
Or the ones who have the most like music that you when you work out or you do something, you just sit there
Pre-game.
vibing in your car.
Exactly.
And like, I don't know about other people, but for me personally, I don't have the attention span to sit there and just like dissect every single lyric that was said in the song. I like know like the chorus. And I'm like, oh, that's a catchy
sound
chorus.
good?
And then you like, oh, that sounds good. You just
Yeah.
vibing.
Yeah.
But like I said, I feel that is Drake, Travis Scott, and I think the third one, it kind of fluctuates. Like right now, like I said, I'm not really into rap, so I don't know who it is. But like I said, I think it is Future since he dropped 2 albums with Metro Boomin. So it's currently him. Well, actually, we'll have to say that. I think right now the big three is actually Kendrick. I would have to say it's probably
after the disses.
After the disses.
as of this
After
current
the
moment
disses,
during
you're
this
just
diss
like-
track, I think it has to be said that the big three has to be Kendrick, Drake, and Travis Scott.
Okay.
I'll agree with that.
Yeah. This beat is hard. The beat for Like That is hard. Like Metro Boomin, I'm like, oh my God, that beat is so good. And I think because of that, Kendrick's lyrics just hit even harder,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
And Kendrick don't be using beats like that. Like that beat was just so ridiculous. So was the disses that he made that good, or was it just like the beat was just so hard that it made it even better?
No, it was that good.
It was that good.
It was that good.
What do you think, Jesse?
It was like that.
It was like that. I was about to say he said some stuff, and I was like, "Dang, this!" I had to re-listen to it like 3 times. Like the K, what's the K to all these nines? I'm like, wait a minute.
I think that just the beat and then Future being on it, so that the flow, that the chord, like I guess like the hooks Because Future makes some nice hooks,
Makes
bro.
some great hooks.
She makes
It's
a nice
catchy.
hook. Yeah, the beat is crazy, and then on top of what Kendrick said, I think just all together, when he just like, dang, there's a banger. It was number one, right?
Yeah, it went
Number one stream song.
Number one
I
stream
think
song.
originally Kendrick wasn't even on the original track, and then I think he like hit him up, say, "Yo, I want to be on this."
Really?
Yeah,
For real?
I read something on Twitter. It was like he wasn't supposed to be featured, and then he asked, and they put him on.
Oh,
Was it because of the Rolling Loud thing?
I think so. Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, so like I told Jay the other day when we were doing this, like Metro Boomin was performing. I think it was Rolling Loud, right?
I remember that.
With,
Rolling Loud
with
him-
Travis Scott
him and Travis
Future,
Scott.
and he told him that, "Hey, yo, play that beat," and he played it, and then like Future was legit. He was freestyling it on stage, and then I saw a tweet that said like Future knew the assignment not to ruin the song.
It was weird. He literally played it all the way up to Kendrick's part and just cut it.
Yeah, because I think that was their original part.
Yeah.
So they didn't like, I don't know, they want to include him or something.
Yeah, people were trying to stir up stuff like, "Oh, Travis knew it was a diss." I'm like, I doubt he knew. Travis likes production, so he probably heard the da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. You're like, damn, that shit's hard.
Well, I guess we'll never know until they actually come out and
Guess
say
we'll
it.
never know. I guess.
What side is he supposedly on? Is he on
I think
Future
he's
side or-
probably on.
or like in the middle?
We're gonna address that later. We're gonna
right.
talk about the people who are the people who are on islands.
I don't even know I don't even know like the team squad.
I think the person who has it worse is 21 Savage. He has
Isn't he
two albums with
automatically
Metro.
on-
No, he has two
Oh.
albums with Metro Boomin. His first major album, Savage Mode, was with Metro.
But his
Boomin.
most recent albums with Drake.
Exactly. He is on the biggest island. But anyway, we will circle back to that later. All right, after this album, this song drops, J. Cole felt some type of way. It's called 7 Minute Drill. But then after that, he apologized. Let me ask you something. This man backed down from the beef and then apologized for it. Do you think that makes him not allowed to be in the big three now?
I'll go first. So J. Cole, I think he was rapping before. He's saying he'll take on anyone, and then at his first shot, he went at Kendrick. He actually had like a good song and good verse, and then he backed down. At first, I thought of it as like, wow, that's pretty weak. Like, why would you do that? And then later on, as I understand, I was like, okay, he knew a freaking nuke was coming, so now he can wake up, smell the flowers, and then play with the birds, and he's at peace. He avoided all this bloodshed, so he made the right move in the long run.
So he felt the ether coming. He's
Yeah.
like,
Oh,
I don't-
yeah.
He's like, I don't want to be.
He had
part
the
of that.
shot and gone. He saw that.
Oh man, I don't know. Maybe he's not a part of it. Maybe he just doesn't want to be a part of it like that.
That's what he said. He goes, it wasn't in my spirit. Like, I don't have that kind of negative energy to be
Yeah.
going after somebody like
That's
that.
cool.
Which I'm like, I respect. And then it's funny, the Twitter and all the memes are coming out like, yo, J. Cole waking up doing Tai Chi today. and then I told Jesse, there's a picture of him on the beach with the
I saw that.
laptop with the fan. I'm like, he really is living his best life. He's like, I'm gonna deal with this.
You know, I feel like some people like this whole beef thing is that you have to have that kind of like dog in you to get back at somebody, like to fight. You know, but just I'm not saying that J. Cole's not, but I just feel like some people just aren't like built to like
Yeah, because there's no rules. They'll do.
yeah,
They
or,
go
like-
after
or they
anything.
just want peace. They they don't want to like stir beef like that. Maybe J. Cole's like that. Maybe because like I saw J. Cole back in 2017 and he likes to rap. When I mean rap, as in like talk, as in he loves to talk about like life and stuff like that. Maybe he seems like a very what's the word?
Zen?
Tranquil person.
Yeah,
you
that's
know?
why you're doing Tai Chi in the morning.
He's a very like reflective person. So maybe he's like, maybe I don't want to be a part of it. Beef, man. I don't want to like have beef with other rappers. Maybe that's why he backed down. I don't know.
But that's basically what he was saying. Is that I just don't have that energy.
Yeah,
he just wanted that negative energy, which
Yeah.
I respect. I respect. And according to, later on, we will find out that Kendrick is just like the biggest hater in the world, man. But anyway, after that, some other people sent sneak disses and the other album in the other songs from Metro Boomin, like The Weeknd and ASAP, which just elevated it. Like as you said, Drake might be number one. The man is Thanos right now. They
Yeah.
are gathering the Avengers, and like I said, Metro Boomin is Nick Fury. He could be Spider-Man because he technically actually was on the Spider-Man soundtrack, but in this situation, he is Nick Fury.
He has to be Nick Fury because he's the one that gathered them all.
He's gathering them, and he doesn't have the heavy firepower. He just
He has
gathering
no
them.
power. Yeah, no superpowers.
Hey, you know what? If
He's pulling a string.
Pulling the strings.
if Metro Boomin is Nick Fury, that makes Kendrick Lamar Captain America.
No, I think Future is Captain America. I think Kendrick is literally Black Panther.
Wait, why Black Panther?
Because he might be Captain America, but I feel like, or no, he's Thor. He's Thor.
I can see the black.
Because he's the biggest gun.
I was about to say Black America.
You
I can see
think,
the Black
you
Panther.
think he's the biggest? You think that's why? Okay,
He's the biggest gun on his side. Wait, was Thor on that side or was he on the other side? Thor.
I don't think he was involved.
Thor was against Thanos. Yes.
Okay, yeah, he's Thor.
The reason why I say he's Captain America is because he's spearheading the beef, just like Captain America leads the Avengers.
Okay, but now it's like I think it's like a. Oh yeah,
It's not about the biggest gun. It's about that the fact that Kendrick Lamar is the one he's basically spearheading the beef at Drake, who's Thanos.
Okay.
So that's why I say he's Captain America. And you got to think about, you said Thor might be the strongest, but like in what's that Infinity War when Captain America came out with Thor's hammer and the shield, bro. I don't know, man.
That was OP.
That man was OP.
Yeah,
That was Kendrick Lamar, bro, with Thor's hammer.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say something real quick. I agree with you, Jay. I can see the Black Panther parallel, just because he's like uniting the culture. He's doing it for his people.
Yeah, he's doing it for the
I can see
people.
that. I can see that.
He's doing it for the people. Yeah, you're right. You're right. As we said, he's
Basically doing.
he's doing it for this.
This right here.
He's doing it for the culture. He even says it for the culture later on. So
Okay.
then after all that happens, drop and give me 50. Drop and give me 50.
That was hard.
That jump drops on April 13th. He says, drop and give me 50, alluding to Kendrick supposedly being a bad record deal and doing push-ups on IG. That John was funny. Some other diss was a ton of short jokes. A ton of short jokes. He was talking about how he a pipsqueak. He wears a size 7.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was like he made it up.
The cover was literally him wearing a size 7. It was a size 7 size.
I did not know that.
Yeah, it was literally a size 7.
I didn't realize until now.
And I want to know, if you're a short person who's a Drake fan, how do you feel about that?
Hey, I'm not short.
I
I'm
know.
5'9".
If you, I'm not saying you. I'm saying if you is actually short, like Kendrick sized, how you feel about that? If you're a Drake.
I'll be
shirt-
Team Kendrick for sure.
Okay, then that means Drake made some enemies that day.
Oh, you think so? If I take shots at short people,
Yeah.
A short person.
Short.
It encapsulates.
if you're shorter than average, did you take offense to Drake's short jokes?
And then the funniest line in the entire song. Do you want to say it?
Nah, you got it.
He says he tells Metro to shut up and play some drums,
Oh yeah.
Shut your hoe ass up.
which is funny. And Metro played to it. He thought that joint was funny too. You know, he had some tweets.
I bet the whole studio was laughing when he said that recording.
Yeah, he probably had to cut it. I'm laughing too much, man. I'm laughing too much.
I can see Drake do that. When he said that, like I've seen videos. Like, he'd be like, yeah, you know what I'm talking about? Like, I can literally picture him be like,
And also in that he addresses everyone and basically everyone but ASAP Rocky. But he addresses everyone. It makes you want to wonder, do you think that made the diss track better or worse that he had to address everyone versus just Kendrick?
Better.
I don't know. I'm not gonna lie. I thought the diss track was really good.
Yeah, I thought
I would say out of all the diss tracks, that's gotta be top 3. Cause that don't go hard. I think
It does do good.
the beat's crazy.
Catchy.
it's catchy. Drop and give me 50.
Basically, like went up to every single person and like gave him a little backhand. Also, full disclosure, I'm a Drake stan, so I'm pretty biased.
Hey,
But I'll be objective here.
I will say I saw somewhere that said that because it continued to go after that song, and because whatchamacallit, Kendrick came with the cavalry after that. But I saw somewhere they said that if it was any other rapper besides Kendrick Lamar and what he was capable of, and like if Drake knew what Kendrick was capable of, and like I said, he dropped that and it was against any other rapper, it would have been squashed right there. Like that would have been like the nail in the coffin.
What do you mean like that? This diss track would have been the nail in the coffin?
Yes, they said that like it's push-ups, right? They said that if it was any other rapper that was not on, I guess like that had the potential of Kendrick, that probably would have been the nail in the coffin. Like he would have won the beef right there.
I can see that.
You know what I'm saying? Like, cause like it's
Like one time only.
Not like one time only, because I feel that like Push Up was like a really, really good like response, right? And I think that like in general, if it was other rappers, it'd have been like, oh shit, I can't come back from that.
Yeah.
Right. So they say that would have been like, for most people, that would have been it. That would have been the extent of it. Drake would have taken the dub and he would have moved on. Yeah. But it's the fact that Kendrick, you know, what he did after that.
That man's pen game is crazy.
Yeah. That what he did after that, it was like he straight bodied him. I was like, oh dang, okay.
And then 6 days passes and Taylor Made Freestyle drops, in which he basically says, Kendrick, why are you taking so long? Like, where's the response? And one thing he basically alludes to saying, oh, you didn't drop it because Taylor Swift dropped an album. But Darna, you both saw this. There's an Apple commercial of Drake dancing to Taylor Swift's Bad Blood, which is the song that Kendrick Lamar is on.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's kind of ironic.
It's kind of ironic. So I'm like, why do you keep making this diss about him waiting for Taylor Swift as you're literally dancing to her songs? Nah. And then he seals his grave, I think, low key. He says, you better come with a quintuple entendre. And then
He asked for it.
He legit asked for quintuple entendres. And I mean, he didn't get quintuples, but they were damn near close. And then Euphoria drops on April 30th. And he starts with some crazy lyrics. He calls Drake fake. He says, basically calls Drake his son, because he says, I got a Benjamin and a Jackson, and I'm Joe okay, like Joe Jackson, Michael Jackson's dad. And he made some crazy bars about YMW Melly. And he's basically making more claims that Drake got ghostwriters. And then we realize Kendrick is a freaking pro hater. He just hates everything about him. And he makes other entendres like having liposuction from a V12, which was great. I was like, dang, I didn't even know what I thought he was talking about a car. And then later on, oh, V12 is what you get liposuction from. And then he says one line that we can all agree with, I think, low key. He says, I don't like Drake with the hard stuff. I like Drake with the melodies. And he said that, and we were like, damn, kind of right. Kind of right. I'm like, damn. So we all agree that we just like Drake better with melodies.
I think it depends. I think Drake has his moments with like some good, like some hard beats.
But why you think he's in the top 3 is because of the melodies.
Exactly.
Because he makes the hits.
He makes the club bangers.
He's a certified hit maker.
Yeah. Hey, question. Do you guys think Drake actually gets lipo?
I don't know. His abs look kind of weird.
You think he does get the lipo?
I'm not going to say that. I think his ab structure on his body, it doesn't look like natural.
So you think
no homo. I'm just
so you're basically alluding to saying that he does get lipo.
Something might have been done.
Possibly.
Yeah, you're saying that there's possibility.
I could see it if he did have an operation or something.
Oh, okay.
I mean, what do you think? Could you see his abs being fake?
I'm not gonna lie. I think for somebody like Drake, he doesn't even need to get lipo. Like he could have a slight gut and he still pull bitches.
But you
That's
notice
what we're talking about.
But now we're talking about Drake's kind of a zesty dude.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And I mean that affectionately because I also am a zesty man sometimes. But he's a little zesty.
I'm straight edge.
Okay. Hey, there's nothing wrong with being a little zesty.
You know what I'm saying? He's a little zesty sometimes. He be taking some very interesting photos.
This is true. I mean, if he gets the lipo, then I guess more power to him. He can afford it. He could do it if he wants.
Exactly.
But I just feel that like in general, he doesn't need it. Like he can get anything he wants. He's like the apex predator in the rap game right now.
Yeah, the thing is, I don't know why he would need lipo though. If he's already rich, he could probably just get like a dedicated trainer.
Because the lipo, you don't have to work out.
I know what I'm saying. If he's already, you have all the time in the world, like you could just get it.
Man, this man has a whole basketball court in his
That's
house.
what I'm saying. He don't need the.
He just go out. He go out there and play basketball.
But going back to your original point, what was the question you asked again? I think it was something like, what was the question you asked?
I mean, he says, I like Drake with the
Oh,
melodies.
right. I feel like Kendrick on that song, he united all the haters, and he's shown the light on Drake. He's basically calling him out for being like he's putting on this fake persona every single time, trying to act hard. Like that's a side or a mask he's putting on.
Yes.
And that's why the whole rap industry is just like fed up with Drake, like being like that. And then he called out some other lyrics saying, "Oh, you asked 21 for street cred, or you went to."
That's not this one.
Oh, that's a different song.
Euphoria is not this one.
He's built off of it.
He calls him fake. He calls him. Basically alludes again to the ghostwriters because he says this isn't a 20v1 is a 1v20 if I have to diss the people who are writing for you.
Wait, do you think Drake actually has ghostwriters?
Oh, for sure.
Everyone
For
has
sure.
ghostwriters, Jesse.
1,000%.
Everyone has ghostwriters.
Oh, okay. Because I saw like I guess our TikToks of people do reactions. They're like Drake's ghostwriters are putting in overtime right now. Like it's like
RDC World.
Yeah.
they're like, oh my god,
It's like they're
work
prison-
harder, work harder.
They wake that kid up in the prison, like, yo, hurry up.
Like they even made that's when, like, just to go back, The Weeknd has a lyric because thank God I didn't sign my life away. Because you know what the joke or the stigma about signing to OVO is?
You gotta write the songs.
Yeah, you have to write his
the
songs.
hooks.
They call it the OVO sweatshop.
I saw that what you call it, the guy in Universal Music Group, the guy, the label guy, basically tried to end it.
It's false.
Really?
That's not true.
He didn't really try to end it.
They don't
Oh,
care.
the email?
I mean, because if you think about it, this beef made them so much money. Like that.
Yeah.
The songs that are basically come up, they're the most streamed rap songs of like ever. Each
Yeah.
of them keeps breaking the last record.
Yeah.
So they're like,
They're just
Yeah.
raking in the
they're
pocket,
just
yeah.
raking in the cash.
And since you said that raking in the cash, I saw this thing where they said that like, did Kendrick do this basically to make himself relevant? Because I guess Kendrick wasn't really like at the top of the rap game. He's a very
He didn't release music in a while.
he's a
Yeah.
very well respected rapper and everything. But it was like once he like did all these diss tracks and everything, he has basically skyrocketed and grown so much, while Drake has basically just stayed the same.
Yeah.
So it's like this, maybe this was just his way. Like, not saying if it is, just maybe this was just his way of basically propelling himself to the top of the rap game.
I mean, yeah. I mean, but people will say he really already was, but we will get that. But I mean, there's a possibility. Like I said, any press is good press. Maybe it's all in him and his record deals or his record labels like Master Plan, TDE. They're probably, oh yeah, we just need to take shots at people. I don't know. Who knows?
That was the thing that you said. Like they like maybe the record labels told them like, hey,
Had beef.
y'all better start beef. So like because
Revive
rap
rap.
has not been good in a while, right?
That's my conspiracy theory. I think that
What's your conspiracy theory?
my conspiracy theory is that they did this on purpose because last year rap was terrible. I think in 2023 they said there was no rap songs in the top 10 like all year until the very end of the year. There was no rap albums in the top 10 or any of that. It was a terrible year of rap. And I think that maybe they were saying, hey, yo, we need to do something. So their record labels were like, hey, yo, let's start a beef. And now everyone's beefing with each other.
Chris Brown and
Chris Brown and Quavo. we can get to that right now. Like, yeah, even that stuff came out. Like, what the like,
I didn't even know they were beefing. Like I didn't even know he had beef.
so I did a little backstory research on it. I mean, the whole fight is over like girls. Most of these beefs are over girls, which is funny.
Is ASAP beefing with Drake because of Rihanna?
Yeah, because on Drake's album, he says something about Rihanna.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, he said he like makes a slight sneak diss toward ASAP and Rihanna.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like the ultimate diss or the ultimate like
I know
shot
what
you
you're
could take at somebody is saying like I smashed your girl.
That's
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
that's,
right.
that's, like that's like in the moment somebody says that, it's like, oh dang, I can't say nothing.
Yeah, exactly. And that's why ASAP on his diss says, I hit your baby mama first. And then Drake responds like, do the math. Who was I hitting at that time? I was like, dude.
Yeah, you talking about Chris Brown, right?
No.
but Chris Brown said that too. and his-
ASAP and Drake did that. And then
yeah,
they
yeah.
both did that too. I'm like,
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, because in Chris Brown he basically did the same thing. He said, "I smashed your girl while you were still with her." I'm like,
Exactly.
dang,
That's-
dang.
that's foul.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie, that Chris Brown diss track was top tier.
He went hard.
That
went
man
hard.
went top tier. That's all was funny. I told Jay this. He was like, this man went from 1 week he's dropping diss track going hard and rap, and then next week he's just back to singing again.
And then Quavo's track was so weak. And everyone was like, yo, turn this mid stuff off.
yeah.
But the thing about Quavo is that I feel like the way that he raps
Just ad libs.
is not like
It's not meant for diss tracks.
Yeah, it's not suitable for a diss
It's
track.
not meant for diss track. It's like
doesn't sound
melodic.
good.
It's
Yeah.
melodic. Like he's not like you're not gonna hear him. He's not spitting and rap. Like if it was R.I.P. Takeoff dissing, yeah, it'd be different. That
Okay.
man's voice and his cadence is like built for it.
I saw something funny. It was like the reaction was like Quavo probably hitting up Offset. Right? No, the Takeoff or Offset. Which one?
Offset.
Offset. He's like, oh yeah, Quavo's probably hitting up Offset right now. It's like, dang, I need some help.
They both hate him.
I need some
They
help.
both hate Chris Brown.
Wait, why does Offset hate Chris Brown?
I mean, just because of
They just did. I forgot what happened, but they're basically saying there was like they had like some Twitter or IG beef. He called him like a police or like you police. He goes, I will fucking show your ass right now. That's what Chris Brown said.
Oh,
I was like, damn, Chris Brown is really like that. Like he will fight anybody.
Chris Brown is so talented. I mean, we're getting on a tangent, but Chris Brown can sing, he can rap, he can dance,
act,
he can do everything.
He can do everything.
I feel like if he didn't have
the whole
the
drama.
yeah, all that stuff where he didn't, or the case of Rihanna, he would be seen in the same light as Drake or Justin Bieber.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. He would be so much more bigger than what he is now. But that people have been holding that against him for his entire life. And people make mistakes. People make mistakes.
Which leads us back to Euphoria. Actually, no. That after Euphoria, he dropped 616 in LA, which supposedly the title has a quintuple entendre on that too, which is nuts. And he's playing off Drake's. You know how Drake always drops, or he makes like time step songs.
Like 616 or was it
2
5
a.m.
a.m.?
at 5 a.m. in Toronto, so and so in Houston, and something like that. This honestly was like it was a good. He just hammered down more stuff, foreshadowing on what he's gonna say to Drake, and it was like he dropped it back to back. He literally dropped it within 4 days of each other. But then Drake drops probably one of the best diss tracks in there, "Family Matters," along with an intro of "The Buried Alive," which was just a troll.
That was nice.
It was a troll.
That was a callback.
If you was in a pine box, like he basically just says, if you were dead, I would just like throw dirt on your grave, and he calls him like a piece of shit. Basically, he just piles onto him. But then he drops "Family Matters," where he says Kendrick beats his girl. He says his son is not his actual son, it's his best friend and his girl's son, which is nuts. And then he says something about him rapping about the slaves, which I don't think he should have done. Like you should have not said the word slaves. But and then he addresses everyone again and makes more short jokes.
Going off that thing when you talk about when Drake said that like you rap like you're freeing the slaves.
Yes.
But Kendrick's response to that.
Exactly. So what I'm saying is, don't you think he should not have said nothing
He
about?
should not have said.
I would have left that part out.
He should not have said nothing about. Oh, you trying to free the slaves? Like, dude,
He opened a can of worms there. He's like,
Yeah.
oh dang, he set himself up there.
Yeah, exactly.
Because Drake's not full black.
He's
so
not full black. It's
you
like
can't say.
you just like asking for it.
But see, I don't think that's a big deal if you're not full black because there's plenty of mixed guys who people don't question them.
No,
that's not the point
It's
we're
not
trying
the.
to-
It's not the point. It's the fact that people already say you're a culture vulture. You're not
Oh,
really
a
black.
colonizer.
You want to talk
You're
about
a
that? Let's talk about that right now.
Yeah. So Kendrick drops a song 10 minutes after he drops this song. Meet
was
the
funny.
Grams. Meet the Grams. And this joint was dark. This joint was a therapy session. I don't know if you heard it.
I did hear it.
That thing was a therapy session. He raps to Drake's son, his mom, his dad, and then his 11-year-old daughter, which is unconfirmed. And then he basically gives Drake life advice. Like that's insane. Drake was like just trying to shit on him, and then what's that saying? You basically kill him with a smile.
Oh,
Kill him with kindness.
Kill him with kindness.
Something like that.
That's what Kendrick basically was doing. Like there was that meme that was like Drake made Family Matters. Like you said earlier, Drake is a certified hit maker. He makes the melodies and stuff, right? They were like, dude, he's making these diss tracks for the people, for the club. Kendrick made this diss track, Meet the Grams, for the soul. Like he said some deep stuff. So, he attacks his character and he has an 11-year-old daughter. But I mean, that's unconfirmed. We don't know.
hey, going back to the kids thing. I think I saw somewhere that said that apparently, I don't know if this is true or not, but apparently the reason why Kendrick attacks Drake's son is because I think they said that Drake when he got that girl pregnant, it was a part of a threesome.
I don't know.
Did y'all
I can't
hear
comment.
that?
I don't know.
No. He only attacked his son because Drake said something about his wife, about his
Yeah.
girl. I mean, the reason why Drake didn't say that was his son because that his son doesn't look like him at all.
Yeah. So like, what I saw was basically saying that like, the reason why Kendrick attacked Drake's son was basically because that when he slept with that woman and I guess whatever, it was a part of a threesome. So that son might not even be yours.
Yeah, but it's actually like how he explained it is he was hiding that son, quote unquote, because he didn't know it was his. And then he got a paternity test and goes, oh shit, that is my kid. Because Jesse, his son doesn't look like him. Drake's son does not look like him.
Yeah, here it is. So basically, Drake's child with Sophie, whatever that girl name was, conceived in a threesome with another big rapper. You guys didn't see this?
No, I just know that she was with someone
And
else.
according to comments by TMZ, it's basically like that son that you have might not even be yours because it might even be the other rapper's son. I forgot who the other rapper was, but that's what the allegation was. They saying that like when he got that girl pregnant, like he was having it was part of a threesome.
Yeah.
We're talking about Adonis?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
I know I'm not a trip. I saw this somewhere.
Yeah, no, I agree with what you're saying, but he literally said, like in some interview, Drake literally said in some interview with LeBron that he wasn't hiding, or quote unquote, it wasn't that he was hiding his son. He did not know if that son was his because it does not look like, because Adonis doesn't look like him, so he got a paternity test and goes, oh
That's
shit.
valid.
Then he goes,
fair
oh
point.
shit, it
That's
is
fair
my
point.
son.
Yeah,
so
and
actually is his son.
Hey, I'm not saying that it is or isn't or why he's hiding it from hiding him. I'm just saying I think that I saw somewhere that basically that the reason why he went after him was basically saying that you had that son out of a threesome.
Yeah, basically. But I like I said, he literally only went after him because he went after his wife, kept his family, because Kendrick, he literally says in one of the songs, I was just trying to keep it competitive or keep it like in hip hop and rap, but you had to bring up the family's
He went
name.
low.
Exactly. So that's why he was like, if you bring him up, I'll bring it up. And then he says the rabbit hole can go deeper.
I'm reading this. Read that comment when they talking about the
Chris Brown hit it first, literally. Literally.
read after that. Read after that.
What was after it? Nah, she had been ran through plenty of times by a bunch of nobodies on the set. Drake loved them sloppy seconds. Eesh.
And then, I don't know, we can debate if this is the best song out of all of them or not, but he drops, they not like us. They not like us. Because Mustard was on the beat, and that beat was so hard. That John is a club banger, more pedo claims, and some very good one-liners, like strike a chord,
A minor.
A minor. And he calls him a certified. And he brings up the fact that Drake slept with Lil Wayne's girl while Lil Wayne was in
That's fucked
jail,
up.
which is foul.
Who's the girl?
Tammy.
I don't know. Who
I
that
think
is.
it's Tammy. He's like, hoes can't be hoes, so I couldn't blame
Yeah, Lil Wayne
Tammy.
had a song about it too.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
617.
kind of messed up because Lil Wayne kind of put him out.
Yeah, that's
on
why he was
there
calling
like
him
that.
out.
That's why he
on
was
his
that's,
bullshit.
that's why Kendrick Lamar was calling him out. Like, you slept with this dude's girl while he was in jail.
Is this the same song with the colonizer verse?
Yes. And then he addresses Drake trying to talk about the slaves thing. Like, again, talking about the slaves. And then because of that, he calls him a colonizer. Right? And then he basically says all this stuff about the ATL. And he makes, OV ho a chantable thing, which is like, dang it. I don't want to say that, but it's so catchy. My first question is, we'll keep it. How do you think all the people he name drop feels?
I don't know who did he name drop.
Future, Lil Baby, Thug, 2 Chainz, Quavo.
Relevant.
He name drops all of them. Said you basically went to them to make you look like you're a thug or a street cred.
Oh, yeah. He said, this is where the culture vulture thing comes in.
Yeah,
right?
he says you're a colonizer.
So I actually looked into this, right? Because I kind of fell in the rabbit hole in this, saying that. So Kendrick is basically, okay. In respect to Drake, Drake doesn't actually have a unique sound. I think he says he calls him a culture vulture. It's because he steals a little bit from everything. He steals a little of the West Coast stuff. He steals a little ATL stuff. He
So
steals.
Soulja Boy's hook.
Yeah, he's like
bar for bar.
I saw someone that said that Drake basically uses people And after he uses them for whatever he needs them for, whether it's a sound style or whatever it is, he kind of dumps it and moves on.
He stole who's the kid that died? The rapper
XXX Tentacion.
He literally, I saw a YouTube video. He like hit up his producer like X, and then he was hyped up like X, and then he literally stole the exact same flow. I forgot which song it was.
Yeah,
but he
look
stole
at me.
it.
Look at me.
Yeah, that one. And then X was pissed. He's like, because he looked up to Drake, and he's like, "Yo, what the? That's my shit." So that's why he's a culture vulture. And you guys notice on that song Colonizer, the beat, it's like Colonizer. I didn't notice that. I was like, wow. Kendrick,
Dang.
like he thought of every single aspect of it and came at him.
Yeah, but yeah, that's basically what I was trying to get at. Was like he has no unique sound. He just bites off of everybody, just steals everybody else's sound, and yeah,
Drake the Snake.
he still makes good music though.
Still makes good music though.
He still makes good
Exactly.
music though.
And then last diss track, Drake released a Heart Part 6 a day later. And honestly, I think we all agree this was not a good diss track just because, you know, he basically said he fed Kendrick false information, which no one knows about. Doubles down on like him being a woman beater and not having his son. But then how he says he's not a pedo is the worst way to say I'm not a pedo. He calls Drake a pedo, and Drake says, I'm too famous for that. If I was, I'm so famous that if I was one, I would have been caught. That's essentially what he said, which was like, what?
That's weak. That's
That's-
weak.
Like, I would say this. Do you think that, because there's some things he said about Kendrick that Kendrick doesn't even respond to. Do you think he just should not have responded to it?
Silence never killed anybody.
So you think if he didn't say anything about it, people would have been like, oh, it's just part of like a diss. But because he addressed it, it's like, dude, what?
You're talking about the allegation, like Drake's allegations?
Allegations, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think he should respond to the pedo allegations.
Yes.
Because it makes it look really weak, especially the way he said it. He's like, if I was one, I would have been caught. Like, I mean, what are you trying to say?
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, I mean this is just like real life advice. I think that sometimes not everything warrants a response. I think sometimes,
It makes him look more guilty.
yeah. Sometimes what's the saying? They say the silence has never betrayed anybody. If you don't respond, you don't give anybody any ammunition to come at you with. You know.
And basically that whole track, that last track, is him on the defense. Like
Yeah.
he wasn't really going offensive. He was kind of just saying, no, I'm not a pedo. And what was the other stuff he said to Kendrick that you had in your notes?
He says like, oh yeah, you know, what about you and your baby mama? Like,
Just deflecting.
he's just deflecting back onto that, which is or he also says, yo, I fed you fake information about how I had like a fake
That
kid.
and he said, anyone who fed you that fake information is a clown. So is he calling himself a clown? That part didn't make sense to me. It's like,
Oh,
it's
I see what you're
hypocrite.
saying. I see what you're saying.
Yeah,
That was the most disliked track on
Yeah.
on YouTube or Spotify.
yeah.
It was disliked.
It was it broke the record for the most. It had more dislikes
Than
than
likes.
likes.
So do you think that tarnishes him as an artist?
Yeah.
As a Drake fan, Kendrick bodied him. That's
Oh
all
yeah.
I was saying.
Okay. So we taking there to who won?
Okay, now we're going to that. Who won the beef or is winning the beef right now?
Kendrick for sure. As
It's Kendrick.
a Drake fan,
Yeah, as a Drake fan, I'd say Kendrick definitely bodied
like
this guy.
let's recap all the points that Drake said. Basically, he said Drake is short. I mean,
He says you're short,
Kendrick is short,
you beat your wife, or you beat your girl.
and he doubles down like you wear a size 7 shoe. He's short again.
Yeah. He says more stuff about you're short.
He says, no, I'm not a pedo.
And he says your best friend is piping your wife
Oh,
or your
that-
girl, and that's not your real
That
son.
and he was kind of making fun of his childhood trauma about if he was like touched or something.
Yeah, you know what's funny though? That's not even him. Because he was referring to a song, and in that song, Kendrick is talking about his cousin.
Yeah, and even if that was true, like why would you even talk about that part? Are you trying to like tell victims not to come out and say it? Because I feel like that was kind of weak too.
Yeah.
And then Kendrick's part, everything. Okay, well, one thing I would say about Drake is that he defended himself against multiple rappers.
Yes.
That's the main positive. And it was like his flow and his catchy beats, the hooks were good. But going to Kendrick's version, what else did he have? He basically called Drake. He illuminated the light on him, saying, "You're a pedo. You steal other people's flows. You're a culture vulture. Stop saying the N-word because you're not full black."
And you do plastic surgery.
Oh yeah, fake abs.
That's kind of weird that he said that you can't say the N word because you're half black. Because, like I said, you see half black people say the N word all the time.
No, it's because he's putting it on like a front, like it's
Oh,
like a personality.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's alluding to the fact that he's not really like that. He's not really like that. Like Kendrick is from Compton.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
he's
Exactly.
Like he's not really hard. He's just that soft dude.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he got the street cred from 21 Savage,
Yeah.
right?
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
And him saying I like Drake with the melodies. It's like he's hammering that even harder,
Yeah.
and that's something that I'm sorry to Drake, but no one can deny. The reason why you're like, oh, he's a certified hit maker is because you like him with the melodies.
Take care.
True.
You like him with the melodies, and then the moment it's like, you know what? As someone brought up, Drake, all his hit disses were like club bangers, right? Like I said, he's basically dissing for the crowd. He's dissing him and seeing what the crowd's reaction was. And then Kendrick does it on one song, and that song is like the best song of the whole thing.
Yeah, but I agree. Kendrick won. As a Drake fan, Kendrick won.
Yeah.
Do y'all think that Drake's disses were diluted, or they could have been better, but he had to freaking fend himself off from like 20 freaking people?
I mean, because he has ghostwriters, why does it matter?
Not talking about the ghostwriters. I'm saying in general.
I thought in general they were good, but they're not Super Saiyan Kendrick level.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's like, I think that the other people dissing him wasn't that big of a deal.
What I'm saying is, do you think that because like the two best songs, Push Ups and I think the best song he had was Family Matters. There's like a whole verse in it where he's talking about everyone else.
Oh, that flew right over my head.
Like he's talking about Rick Ross and stuff like that versus Kendrick has a whole song where he's talking to Drake's family. Like he's basically saying,
Oh, we didn't even address Rick Ross.
like he's saying, Rick, that was so, like that whole thing was so dumb. Like Rick Ross was like completely like, I don't know.
Basically, all Drake said to Rick Ross was, "You're a former correctional officer,
And
and,
you're
my
old.
jet is bigger than yours, and I'm richer than you."
Yeah, exactly.
Is he really a former correctional
Yes.
officer?
Yes.
Oh, snap.
Yes, and his name Rick
And he
Ross.
kept calling him fat. I mean,
Yeah.
that's his whole image.
Yeah, that is true.
And and Rick Ross's whole name, Rick Ross, is from a drug dealer.
What does he keep calling Drake?
BBL Drizzy.
No, he's a white boy.
Let me ask you guys this: how would you rank them?
Who?
Song by
The
song.
song by song. What were your top 3 songs and your favorite one? I'll go first. I think I'm not gonna lie. I think Like That is the best one.
Well, how about this? We have to pick. We can't pick.
No,
like
I'm just saying
that.
your top 3. Which one you like the most?
No. We have
Like
to
the
pick
1v1? Like the one that-
only songs that they're on. No features.
No, I'm saying out of all the diss tracks, we're picking all the diss tracks. I'm saying that out of all of them, I think that two of the best songs, in my opinion, came from Kendrick, and then one of them was Drake's. And I think Like That was the best one. I think Push Ups was the second best one. I think that Not Like Us is the third best one.
Okay.
Which one's one of the colonizer verse?
Not like us.
All right, that one's number 1 to me. Family Matters, and then Like That.
Well, I was saying, don't include Like That.
Oh, sorry.
Because it's like it has Future and Metro on it. I said just the songs.
And
They
Push Ups.
they just fired at each other.
Oh, okay. If you
But
take,
okay, that's fine. That's fine. We can say Like That. It's fine.
if you take that out, I would say that Push Ups is the best one, and then Not Like Us is second, and then third is Euphoria.
Wow, you like Euphoria?
Yeah, I like Euphoria.
Wow.
I like the beat. The beat change up, and it gets like, oh dang, oh okay. When I first started listening to Euphoria, I was like, oh, what is this?
Yeah, like,
And then the beat change, I'm like, oh, okay.
the beat changes. Those made every single time a song had a beat change. I was like, I liked Not Like Us, and then I liked Family Matters. It was number 2 for me. Number 3, I don't know. This is tough. I don't really have like an opinion because everything else was like, okay, they're all pretty good.
You said what was yours again?
Number 1 to me was Not Like Us
Because
because everything about it was just good.
okay.
It's perfection.
That's a really good song. Like beat fire. He had like quadruple entendres in there too. I'm like, Jesus. And
There's so many levels to dissect too.
there's so many levels to that song, and it's literally a club banger.
Yeah.
It's what Drake does to like releases, and then Kendrick's like, think about it, like, and then think like this. Kendrick's like, oh, I could do this if I wanted to. I could make club bangers if I wanted to.
I think I saw somewhere that was like say that like they were talking about how Kendrick don't make club bangers. He was like, all right, okay.
He did.
Let me make a club banger for you.
Exactly. Exactly. The moment he gets a producer who makes club bangers like Metro Boomin or DJ Mustard, he's like, oh shit. Bring hip hop back, baby.
It
Oh.
is back now.
It's back now. Well, that's the end of that. We'll make sure to have Dara back some other time. Till next time.
We'll catch you guys next time. Peace.
Adios.